Hey guys, what is going on? This is computer name MSTLs, and we are back with another video, guys. Hey, I'm so excited to see you guys. Thank you for being here. And yeah, so today's a good day. I made contact with some people, um, and I was able to kind of speculate a good investment of my time um, for some plans that I had. You guys know this is a motivational channel, so I'm gonna try to be as direct with you guys that I need to be, especially those who want to watch my channel and want to make sure that, they understand where I'm going with this and where I want to try to continue to make investments of time and maybe come out, show my face, and give some words of encouragement to some who need it, or, even help, facilitate plans of development in the future. So, if it gets to that point. But yeah, guys, so I made some good conversation today. I had some good thoughts, and just my spirit was in a total different um, uh, uh, place today. So I feel good. And that's definitely good for the channel because I'll be able to get more stuff to be able to help you guys out. And I'll be able to get um, more stuff for myself, even to, reward and, show that there is possibilities of doing the right thing and also helping others who need help as well. So, with that being said, guys, I gotta fly over here to the deriv uh, portion of all this. You guys know, I used to not be too crazy about trading stocks, um, but recently, like I said, my views shifted and a lot of things changed for me. Um, and I was able to kind of see this market a lot differently than I used to. And that basically just kind of changed a lot of things. Um, and most importantly, it kind of changed me in a way where I, you know, kind of understood the differences between forex and stock market. And so I usually don't really trade forex anymore unless it's like the gold pair, because I kind of understand what it is kind of based off of, and I like how it's priced. It's not priced off of the average of like two different currencies. You guys know how forex is, for those who know, and so I don't trade that because it just totally messes up my perception of how I, believe a asset is supposed to behave in a price uh, behavioral sense and a price behavioral uh, adaptation realization of any type of price projection. So, um, like I said, I switched to stock, and that kind of helped me with this volatility 75 position here. Let me try to not waste too much time, but let me try to um, open up a quick chart up of how I entered this position here for the volatility 75 position. And so that started around here. Like we said in the other videos, we had reached some monthly lows all the way back from 2019, and the floor of V75 is usually around 20,000, 30,000, for some of that. Um, And so I realized that we were around those areas. Like I said, the market had kind of traded down um, for these $26,000 prices. Uh, and I noticed we had this double bottom here, and price just really wanted to slow down. I noticed this consolidation zone, which is usually when stocks kind of their pricing behavior kind of changes once you have this consolidation. This is usually like on like a Monday or a Sunday pre-market. We get this consolidation price behavior here before price either jumps off and retests that supply zone, and then rallies up for our usual price expectancy of maybe a higher high, at least, or some usual area of demand range, which with V75 is usually upwards of 200,000s, maybe 150,000, 175,000, 111,000 to be conservative. So what I did here is, because as you can see on the 4 hour, uh, usually I like to trade like a range break after some type of confirmation. And for me, my confirmation was that after this bearish candle was engulfed here and we retested, and we got this lower close here. I was then kind of alerted there, and I went ahead and I started kind of scoping out the market maybe around this 29,355 area. And I kind of had this as a contracting zone. And in my Tokyo Asian, I kind of was just kind of looking at what price would do in these areas, early in the morning, Tokyo Asian, like I said, to kind of figure out where the market will want to go for the rest of that week or the rest of that month or the rest of uh, that I would say, yeah, quarter, or however long it takes. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's quicker, sometimes you can make a couple $100s in a night, sometimes you can make a couple $100 in a week. Like this position here, I have been in this position, as you can see, since June 26th. January, February, March, April, May, June, January, February, March, April, May, June. Let's see. Actually, since, give me a second. Either these dates are wrong. Remember, I got in at about right here. So this is actually the 3rd of January, February, March, April, May, June. I mean January, February, March, April, May. So this had to be like, yeah, this was May 2nd, I think, because I think gold did something crazy on May 2nd too. I got in both of these trades. Been watching gold too. Gold will be falling maybe to around 3,000 or 2,000 per ounce. So I'm watching that too. I got in a quick buy. And guys, this is the alert to you guys know that I was trading gold, and I said that maybe we would have some longs. I got in a long conservatively for the higher high, and I profited. I didn't really take a trade simulated, um, but I did not, or I would say playback or price action observer, live price action, and I did not um, um, lose that trade. I think I risked maybe at most it was like maybe $10, and it went up from maybe 40. I think it was like 44 to 48 or something like that. Maybe it was like 40. I think it was like 47 to 48.12 or something. I know it was like $100 or something like that. But I like how I was able to trade. And I just like the whole scheme of this because you can buy in with 20 cents of risk per se on a $30 account, make $100 because you're still paying dollar for dollar, and you're still paying cent for cent for this. And you know I think um, it is just good that they let you trade like that. And you just put his first, commissions and things like that together, and you see how quickly that could add up and how you can make income for yourself and even double or triple your income as long as your multiplier is calculated and you know how much you're risking per dollar or per cent move uh, with this. So, whether you're looking to, 2x your money, 3x your money, 4x, I usually look for 100x, because that's just usually how I like to capitalize when it comes to money. I don't really like to look for the 0.25% returns on $100 account. All those facts, I'm not against that because if that was the move that we got and I got stopped out, then hey, that's okay. That's just what happened. And we will look for the next price point move. And I will definitely capitalize on that because I understand or I'm starting to gain a sufficient understanding of the price behavior and the price projections and understandings and the price. If I said it already, I'm gonna say it again. Price behavior when you are agreeing to purchase stock. So let's go back to this deriv. Um, and yeah, so we got in here. I noticed that we had this range right here, and that's usually how price behaves before it changes direction or before you can see some type of volume come into the market, which you see here to the upside. And I got involved after this confirmation here. Like I said, these are levels coming off of the monthly, so I know it's a little confusing looking at it off of just the hour, but basically these are levels coming off of the monthly time frame. So let me just put this here to make this uh, visible here. Um, this is about what we're dealing with here. And so yeah, and then so I bought this level flip here and I've been in since here. And so we know that the volatility's range is like from 20,000 upwards of like 100,000, 120. So I believe I have, let me look at it to be sure. My TP is at 48,911. So you can just fathom if our range is all the way up here at like, 200 or 120 range expected highs for the usual rally for this. And I have my TP at, again, what is it? 48, 911. And so that's about up here 48. Let's put this text coordinates 48 9 11. Okay, and so this is where our TP is, guys. So we are about um we are about um I would say less than 800 points off of this, or $800 off of this mark here. I'm gonna have to look at this. I believe this points. I gotta see how this is calculated. I'll figure it out later. Like I said, I'm just having this realization now, but I'm having like stability and it's like working. So that's why this is kind of like going that way. But I was saying that what I noticed, just to be clear, so I have this realization made set in stone later on. I have this 42,956 zone here, and we're going up to, let's see, it says 48,911. So I bought in 31. Hmm. So I have to see. So I guess these are points. I will have to look that up later. But anyway, the price of this usually, like I said, goes up to like 112, per synthetic share of this here, of the synthetic volatility 75. And we are approaching the 48,911 zone. So as you can see, we have uh, another like 150,000 to go. So I'm just being conservative and making what I can make on this here. And to wrap this video up, because I see I have a little bit more studying to do. That's why you never say that you know everything, because there's still a lot to learn. And even at this level here, you still um, are learning. And, you know, uh, that's why I say it's a beautiful thing, because like you get to earn while you learn. And although it is clear, like I said, I'm still coming off of forex stuff too. So the pricing is a little bit weird, although the points are off. The price behavior is predictable, as long as structure and market times, and you know as long as you kind of understand why you are buying stock, then you kind of understand the goal of these contracts in the market, and you can kind of understand then where the market wants to go, as far as why someone would position themselves in one of these contracts. Uh, so yeah. With that being said, uh, we are currently in profit on one of these trades. As you can see, $110, and I got on because my stop loss, my take profit is being neared. So, well, it is, the market is coming close to hitting it, and I wasn't expecting this, because this is it's Thursday. But like I said, there's sometimes you can hold a trade for a couple of hours, or sometimes you can hold trades for a couple of days. It all depends on the volume that's in the market at the time, and the activity that's in the market at the time, and things like that. So that's pretty much that, guys. I just wanted to update you guys on this position. The fall 75 was a good position. I held it. And so yeah, I thought it was gonna, because it started rallying really hard from that 48.11 all the way up to this 42.884 area. So I thought that we were going to freaking rally up and hit it, but we didn't. But I guess I'm just showing you guys update that we are nearing it, and hopefully I'll update once it hits TP, and we'll update on the next position, which will probably be a while, because this market will be exhausted by the time I get out. So I won't be willing to purchase a contract. Even if we get back down to 29.035 area, I'm going to be a little bit skeptical. So yeah, with that being said, guys, all right, hope you have a good one. Hope this trade helped you and how I position myself with trading stock. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thus far, we have a lot to learn still. I have a lot to experience still, and I am excited for it. Definitely comment down below if you have any questions I can help you with. And like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Computer name and STOs.